There we go. What's going on, YouTube? We are back with Nerd Talk number 3. Sorry for the bad schedule. Matthew was busy and I have stuff to do. Also, released a new song and everything. So I want to start the episode by saying, of course, with me, Tuchai Guzman, which sadly passed away at age 43 because of a colon cancer, 4 years battle with the cancer. Um, is if you go on Twitter, you can see his on Twitter and Instagram also that he posted it. His filmy thanks to everybody in the world for all your prayers and everything that you were saying to him. And I want to just say that Black Panther, because I think everybody knows, but they did so many more things. Number one, it changed black culture around the world. We all know this. Number two, it was the first ever superhero movie that was nominated for Best Picture. And back then, that was a big thing because usually those movies are more, serious movie in real life that are getting nominated for that. And also, I remember when it broke the $1 billion office, everybody was happy. That was like a big thing that happened for a new character like this. Today we're joined by Matthew. This is the third one we're doing. So what we're gonna do, because we have a tight schedule, we're gonna record like 2 or 3 episodes in a row. This one will be released either tonight or tomorrow, and then we'll have probably 1 or 2 more. So those really once a week. Because I need content for my channel. My first is getting fixed. So I can't do streams and stuff like that. So this is the content you guys will get for now. All right. So today, the thing we'll be talking about will be the DC fandom, because last weekend we got 4 trailers of content that. So we had the Batman, Justice League, and the Snider Cut trailer, the Batman, Wonder Woman, and Suicide Squad, which looks amazing. I can't wait. James Gunn, I think, is going to surprise us once again, because he always surprises us. Let's be honest. Of course, for the first 2 Guardians. So this episode might will take the charge because I tried to make my shit work and it doesn't want to work. So Matt will take charge because number one, Matt is a bigger fan of DC than I am. Of course, I'm more Marvel and MCU. So the first one we're talking about today will be the Wonder Woman trailer, which I think we all knew Chris Pine is back. What is his character? Even though he died, but whatever. So the movie takes place in 1984, which is like 50, 60 years after the first one. So what do you have to say about this?
Alrighty, so the Wonder Woman 1984 panel happened, and holy crap, it was a lot of just actors and actresses who look like they had a blast making this movie, and it really shows throughout the second trailer that we got. We got Pedro Pascal, we got Gal Gadot, we got Chris Pine and Amber Heard, I believe that's her name. They all look like they play their parts so well. I mean, we've already seen Gal Gadot and Chris Pine in the first Wonder Woman movie, and they did fantastic job as their characters. Then we have Pedro Pascal, who plays the Mandalorian for Star Wars, and that show it's incredible. Definitely, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best thing that Disney has put out for Star Wars.
100%. I have to agree with you. And it's like, obviously, again, Murder was loved so many fans. Season 2 come back in 2 months. I can't wait. We're all counting down for this, but yeah, man, can't wait for that.
I'm sorry, I actually said the wrong name. It's Kristen Wiig, who's playing Cheetah. We were talking about the other thing before. That's why I said Amber Heard, but that's not right. It's Kristen Wiig who's playing Cheetah. We got to see her for the first time as Cheetah in this new trailer, and holy crap, it looks amazing. They did a great job. I'm sure they'll be touching it up a little bit more before we actually get the movie in October. Hopefully we're going to see this movie in October, but
exactly.
I mean, who knows? It could just be pushed back to 2021 with everything else. Totally understandable with some movie theaters not opening up yet. They want to be able to get as many people in seats as they can. I think the movie will definitely be a huge win for DC.
Exactly, and I think the original release date was June, if I'm not mistaken. The first ever
Mm-hmm.
release date that was June 2020. For that to push that back. Well, here's the thing. I know that the studio wants to make money, right? Like I know they want to make money, and I can understand this part. But like, you know, I just want to say like, for example, Black Widow that was pushed from a year now. It's supposed to come in November, and then they push it to March, and then they push it back again. I mean, in March, and then push it back in May, and this keeps getting pushed back. And I think like, and here's the thing. I hope for some reason, and I know it's gonna happen eventually that Disney buys DC. I know it will happen eventually. I mean, they bought Fox for like what $90 billion. They bought Star Wars, they bought Lucasfilm, they bought the MCU. They're buying everything, right? And then I'm pretty sure soon enough, Disney's gonna own everything. I mean, they own Pixar. They're the king right now. They're the one making money. They want money, right? Okay. So I hope that they buy DC eventually, and then maybe here's the thing though: if they buy DC, it will change the movie completely. Of course, I think it will be more friendly than what we got right now, even though it's already friendly enough, you know. But yeah, something that I realized in the movie, I think that Chris Pratt's character will be resurrected in 1984. The way the trailer goes, because in one of the final shots of the trailer, Chris Pratt doesn't even know what a garbage is, which made me laugh so hard. I was like, okay, I know that maybe you were there for like couple of years, but how can you know what a garbage is? I guess I don't know. I was not born in 14 whenever the first movie takes place. But like, I mean, I was like, what the hell? So I guess he will be resurrected in the present time in 1984. I'm excited to see what music they choose for the movie though, because 1984 was a year of like ECDC, all those bands over there. So I'm hoping for some ECDC hardcore songs in this one. Honestly,
I mean, yeah, I mean, the '80s music was a huge part of the '80s.
exactly.
Big hair bands and everything like that. So I feel like that's going to be part of the comedy of the movie. Steve Trevor adjusting to the '80s, where
Yeah.
Gal Gadot's like, Wonder Woman is kind of like, yeah, this is the '80s, this is the future, and he's just like, whoa. I mean, we saw that in this new trailer with Steve Trevor being like, yeah, with the way he flies, I mean, they'll go on site, and then Wonder Woman's kind of like, yeah, there's this thing called radar now, and and,
Yeah,
and
that was dumb.
the parachute pants that got me. That
Mm-hmm.
was fun. But yeah, this is going to be an absolutely funny, incredible movie. I can't wait for it.
And if we're being honest, when did they release DCEU, from Man of Steel to I think Birds of Prey was the latest movie that came out. I think Wonder Woman is still the best out of those movies. I think it's safe to say this one, and I should really enjoy Aquaman. To be honest, I think Aquaman was actually fine. It was really funny, and Jason Momoa did a good job. I mean, and I know earlier I mentioned that the only good thing that was out of Justice League was Flash. I actually didn't mind the Aquaman and just Momoa in that movie too. He was actually great. Just like the Superman was like in the that little mustache style. I mean, that was such a big meme. That was I'm like, how can he fuck that up? I mean, I know he was filming Mission Impossible 6 at the time. He needed his mustache, but like he just like they did literally put him. It's like I did the special effect, and I would have done that. Like that's how I look at it. No, anybody would have done that, so it was really bad. Yes, I'm excited for the movie. Chris Pratt is a good actor. You know, he played a lot of movies in this. Anyway. Gal Gadot too. I mean, she did movie in the past, but I think Wonder Woman really hype her career, and she has a great career ahead of her. And I can't wait for the rest of the. And movie, of course, again, will supposed to be released in September. Are we gonna get the release? You said October or September?
October.
October.
At the
Okay,
moment,
I hope we get it.
for Wonder Woman is October 2nd, I believe. That was never confirmed or denied at
Yeah.
DC Fandome, so I guess it's still a go, but it could just possibly not be, which
Yeah.
understood. Anyways, moving on, we had the second reveal was Warner Bros. Games announcing the
Yes.
Gotham Knights. with a multiplayer where you can play as Nightwing, Red Hood, Batgirl, and
Yes, Red Hood, man. I'm excited for this because, man, okay, here's the thing. Yeah, you have Robin and Nightwatch, right? They're, and then what, Red Hood, man. Red Hood. That was non-intruders in recent games. Again, like I told you, I'm a huge fan of the Arkham Knight game. I play all of them, and I hope that we get a Joker in this, and Mark Hamill comes back.
Mm-hmm.
I want this. I want Mark Hamill to come back to the voice of the Joker again, because let's be honest, he's the best Joker voice out there.
Oh yeah, by far.
That by far.
I would not be disappointed though if we were to see Troy Baker return as the Joker. If we got a Joker for this,
I would be. Troy Baker also did a job. I think Troy Baker was the one that did. I think the first Batman Arkham Knight, it was Mark. No, 2011. The second one, sorry. The first one was not Mark. I think it was, I don't know who it was. And then
Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight had Mark Hamill as the Joker.
Mark Hamill, yes.
Arkham Origins, which we had coming out after Arkham City, had Troy Baker as the
Troy Baker,
Joker.
yeah, exactly. And Troy Baker is a good voice actor too. Let's all be honest.
Batman was.
He's a good voice actor.
I'm kind of hoping that we don't get a Joker just for the sheer fact that it's not a standalone Batman game. It's more focusing on the Bat family. Now that is, they would not make a Batman game without Batman. It says Batman died. Okay, well, we are getting the Court of Owls. Now, if anybody knows about the Court of Owls, they are a group of the most richest families in Gotham. Now, who's to say, because Batman or Bruce Wayne did not join them, could they have orchestrated his death?
Well, and then okay, yeah, I think Batman is dead, but maybe that, well, to look at the trail, maybe, again, I don't know if it ever happened in the comics again. You're more of these fan than I am, but maybe Barbara will take over him. I think that's maybe what they're going for. Maybe I didn't read much DC comics. I don't know if that actually happens, but maybe Barbara will try to take over him. I mean, so we'll have to say about this, and I'm excited. And as soon as I can pre-order the game, I will pre-order it because I'm a huge fan of that series, and every game they were great. So yeah, I'm ready for this. All right, so what's next?
After Gotham Knights, the next big thing to come was the Suicide Squad, directed by James Gunn.
Yes,
as Suicide Squad Task Force X, I believe. I believe that's kind of what they're going for here. But holy crap, the panel that they gave with that for that movie was incredible. They had all of the actors and actresses in the panel talking to each other, having a great time. All of the different people that were there. Holy crap, we had I'm slipping on some of the actors here. We had just to name a few, we had Margaret Robbie, Idris Elba. I probably butchered that name. We had John Cena. We had Peter Capaldi.
John Cena. I can't for this character.
There were so many great actors there. Some from the MCU and some and of course we had Sean Gunn is going to be in this. Motion capture for Rocket and Yondu's right hand man. He's coming back. He's going to play a character named the Weasel. So he's coming back to being an animal. So that's just going to be fun to see. But the Suicide Squad, that's going to be such a different turn and such a better turn than the Suicide Squad movie that we got. It's so different. I feel like, I mean, hey, James Gunn, I don't know how big the Guardians were before the movie. I
They were
assumed they were
not.
more
Again,
like
like I told you, it was a twin.
James Gunn comes along and he gave them two amazing movies. I'm hoping he comes back
Exactly.
for the third. If Disney is going to be jerks, though, I mean, I
Well,
don't
here's the
think
thing.
he doesn't come
So
back.
I think the best thing that came out of this, one of the best things, it was the soundtrack. I mean, he chose. I mean, for the first one, we have. I always forget the name of the song. We have "Come and Get Your Love" and
What's
"You're
up?
the
Yep.
One." Wait, yeah. Anyways, again, and James Gunn again. The Guardians were 2011 coming. They were really recent. And then nobody knew. Again, I remember seeing the trailer. I was like, "Who the fuck are those guys? Who are they? I don't know who they are." Like nobody did. And the movie comes out, I go see it, and then I remember going down the trailer. Everyone was singing their songs, like, and because again, and James Gunn again, good director. He's also doing the third Guardians, which will maybe have Thor in it. I hope because I listen. I think one of the best scenes in Infinity War is Thor and Chris Pratt talking to each other. I think, and both Chris are really good actors. So yeah, it also is going to take place in 70s, which is again is a completely different approach. I mean, 70s Suicide Squad is going to be, and then I love the trailer because the trailer showed up behind the scenes and some footage from the movie, which I think was really amazing. Do you know what's the release date for the? Well, what's the?
Yes,
Oh,
the official release date for right now of the Suicide Squad is August 6th, 2021. That's giving them a good long while to get some more stuff done. But James was talking about how he was editing the movie the night before in his house. I mean, going at that, I mean, I hope it's sooner than August 6th. But hey, take the time that they need to get
exactly. Make sure the movie is good. Don't rush it like Justice League did. Because Justice League did rush it.
See, I don't feel like James Gunn is one to rush things.
No, he's not. He does his job good, and he makes sure it's good.
A great job with it. So
exactly.
I'm excited. I am excited.
Oh, they were all okay. What is the next subject?
Next, we had the Snyder Cut of Justice League.
Yes, okay, that's what I was excited to talk about. I was really excited for this part. Okay, so I think here's the thing. A little flashback. Zack Snyder is not to blame for Justice League. It's Josh Whedon. Okay, Josh Whedon changed everything. And I want to be honest. Don't forget that Josh Whedon directed the first Avengers, which was back then was one of the most important comic book movie. And I remember it. And then they broke some box of the record. So Josh Whedon is not a bad director. I mean, Age of Ultron. I mean, that is like just push it away. Obviously, the worst of the Avengers movie, the fourth of them, but he's a good director, no matter what. He directed the first Avenger. He proved rather he could direct a movie. Just he had a different vision than Snyder for Justice League, and I'm happy that the hashtag Say the Snyder Cut that was released by Henry Cavill and him actually made it out there. Now he's doing it, and we got a first trailer, and like I told you, Black Superman with a black suit. I mean, I was like, what the hell, man?
And it looks fantastic.
Exactly.
And the mustache is gone too. So it's great.
Yes, they were like, get out of there,
being able to go back and actually finish something of what he started, giving the fans something that they can come back to and finish out his story. It's so good.
And talk about it 4 hours, 1 hours parts. So there's two scenarios. Number one, he released the 4 parts at one time, or maybe he wait like a week apart, whatever. Just like they recently with Lucifer. Lucifer is recently on Netflix, and there's 16 episodes. They released the 8 first, and they're releasing 8 others. No, there's no official date yet. So here's the thing. Like you said earlier, I think I agree with you. If they do one part at a time, I think I'll do like you and I'll wait they're all out so I can watch all of them at once so I can watch a full movie. Now, 4 hours long. 1 hour each. Well, 4 hours and 30 minutes. I don't know exactly the same time. The last time that I see a movie that long, well, there's a couple of them, was the Lord of the Rings, the extended cut. That was 4 hours and 30 minutes long. The extended cut, so you had all the cutscenes and everything, but that was the extended cut. And I think King Kong was 4 hours long, and I'm sticking close to it. The 2005 King Kong with Naomi Watts there, so it was around 4 hours. So I'm actually excited. And then the original Justice League was like what, 2 hours and 30 minutes, I think.
Definitely.
It was less than 3 hours. So we're getting like an hour and 30 minutes of extra shit we haven't seen yet. And seeing the trailer, it's completely different. Like,
definitely.
And even the scene that they all fight Superman there, with the statue. I mean, that thing's changed. And I love the trailer because we're getting what we want. A dark superhero movie. And he did have the trailer. And then, what's the first thing you see in the trailer? Not Doomsday. What's his name? The bad guy we see in the trailer. What's his name again? He's a huge enemy from Superman there.
Well, we have Darkseid. Is going to be in it, thankfully now.
Yes, I think that's the guy. I think it's the guy.
Some flashbacks of that, I believe. First, from what we've seen, is flashbacks, and then I believe later down in the movie we're getting actual like, what's it called, non-flashback Darkseid.
Exactly.
Then we have Steppenwolf, who is looking so much better.
Oh yeah, I was still talking about this, man. I think the biggest
thing now. He
looks
looks like a threat. And I mean, the part at the end of the trailer that we got with Batman saying he's never fought us united. That is amazing. And going back even to the music that they chose for the trailer.
Oh yes. Yeah, I'll put it on really quick.
That is a good.
This one there. Hallelujah! It is such an old music too, like, and it's such a dark theme. Okay, I don't know if you remember his name, but that's a guy there. Wait 1 second, this guy there.
Right. Yes. Darkseid.
Yeah, excited. I'm excited for him because in the comics, he's a huge enemy. He's really powerful, and in this movie, so I'm like, yes, sir. It's not him, and I really love that the first thing he shows in the trailer is him saying he's in the movie. That's what you wanted. You're getting it. So boom, you got it now.
I mean, along with this being 4 1-hour parts, I'm really hoping we get some of the scenes that were in Batman v Superman of Superman's reign of terror with their Batman, Flash coming to Bruce Wayne saying Lois Lane is the key. Am I too early? Oh wait, I'm too early. That it was fantastic. I cannot wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going.
And no more Martha shit. No more Martha shit. That was so dumb. That was so. I cringe. Well, not first seeing it, but like if I watch it now, we cringe. Not back then because I didn't really care. But like if I watched that scene again, I was like, come on, that's bullshit. Just because you have to say Mother's Day, you're gonna come on. You're supposed to kill him. I don't know. It's just...
There are ways that it does work. It takes a lot of explaining, so I feel like that because it takes so much explaining, it's not good. But if it's explained well and if you watch it explained, I feel like it actually is pretty powerful.
Exactly.
But I mean, that would take a entire episode itself. Moving on from the Snyder Cut, we had Black Adam with The Rock.
Yes, the little trailer story. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah.
That's going to be quite interesting. I mean, we're getting part of the Justice Society of America, So a bit different than the Justice League. Justice Society, we're going to see people like Dr. Fate. We're going to see Hawkman. I guess we were supposed to see Hawkgirl, but
Hawkgirl was never shown, by the way,
don't-
in any movie ever live action, so that will be the first time we see her, which I'm excited for that.
and then there were, I think it was like Atom Smasher, and there was one more. I don't remember
Yeah.
the name now, but I think though seeing all those characters together, I think this is going to be really cool. Eventually going into something with a crossover on Shazam. I don't think that's going to happen until like Shazam 3, Black Adam 2,
So
somewhere in the future. But that'll be really exciting and interesting.
yeah, we didn't get much of that. Not really true, but like I guess like the recap for Dwayne the Rock, but it looks really good. And again, if they do crossover with you said Shazam again, I'm gonna say this. I enjoy Shazam so much. I went through to my girlfriend to watch it. It was so good. Ed Levy, such a good actor. He was again. Here's the thing: when it comes to Marvel, I'm just quick. The cast are always good. I mean, I love all the cast. Except again for Brie Larson, she's a good actress, but I don't see her as Diamond Marvel, my own opinion, whatever. But when it came to Shazam, they did a good job because he did a good job, and same thing for Jason Momoa and Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie. But and they did a good job there.
So along with after Black Adam, we had the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game. That's kind of like the same type of game. It almost kind of seems like as the Gotham Knights, taking place in a different universe, but it kind of looks like that same multiplayer, 4-person. You can play together or you can play alone. It's kind of seeming like the same kind of system here, but we'll have to wait because all we got was really a trailer on the characters, not so much on the gameplay or anything like that. But we'll see. But
that looks interesting, honestly. Seeing the Suicide Squad and they just fight. I don't know what they're going for this game. Because we didn't get a trailer, we only get terrific characters. But I mean, listen, let's be honest. It just leave with just Superman will probably kick all their asses, but we'll see what happens there.
I mean, from what I remember in the trailer, I haven't watched it in a while, admittedly, but from what it looks like, it's going to be kind of like a Brainiac takes control of the Justice League, and so then you could argue, okay, well, the Justice League wasn't really themselves because they had whatever. I mean, and hopefully then you'll be able to use the Justice League's weaknesses like against them. Like Superman has his kryptonite, and there are some for the others, but I guess we'll just have to see on that one. One thing I'm going to go into before I go into the final big one was the Flash movie. We're going to talk about the Flash movie, then we'll get to the really big one. With Ezra Miller. I don't remember the director's name, but we're finally going to get a Flash movie. It's going to be Flashpoint. Unfortunately, not like a comic accurate Flashpoint, but we're getting a Flashpoint nonetheless, and it's going to be really exciting. We're going to have Ben Affleck returning as Batman, and we're also going to have Michael Keaton coming back as Batman for his 89 and 92 movie of Batman and Batman Returns. I cannot wait to see Keaton back in the bat suit. I loved his movies. Not perfect, but I think they're really good. And I can't wait to see him kind of be like a mentor to the entire DC universe after when he comes in. I mean, it's sad. It's really sad to see Ben Affleck go. I understand, but I don't feel like he was given enough time to really show what he could do.
Exactly, because he's an actor, and his brother too, Casey Affleck, is also like the Affleck family are the good actors. And you were talking about him coming back to Batman. Well, we kind of feel in the Crescent Era we had this, we had different Superman, we had different, we had the original Flash of the 80s or 90s that talked to the prison one. So I guess seeing Matt Keaton back as Batman, and I'm gonna say this: he was a good cast as Vulture in the MCU as Spider-Man: Homecoming. I really love him in that. He does really good movie. He's a good actor. So they finally got him back in the suit this time. We'll see what happens then.
Along with the Flash movie, last thing, I'm glad that we're not getting just a drop off for Ben Affleck. I'm glad we're getting a good send off / goodbye to Ben Affleck as Batman.
Because Justice League was not.
What better way to do it than Flashpoint?
Exactly.
Then our last big thing from DC Fandom, the Batman.
The Batman, yes. Finally got a trailer for that.
A trailer that consists of a good bit of the movie with only 25% of the movie, less than 25% of the movie filmed. Holy crap.
And it was a lot. We got a lot through there. It's only 25%.
Yes, we did. We got kind of good look at the Penguin. We got a little bit of a look at the Riddler. We got a look at Commissioner Gordon. We got some fantastic shots of the actual bat suit.
No show of Andy Serkis though, which I was sad. I wanted to see Andy Serkis as Alfred. Like I'm so excited to see what Andy Serkis, which is a talented actor. Of course, Gollum. Caesar and Claus and the MCU. Like, and again, we don't see much of him in live action. He usually does CGI. Like with Gollum. Finding apes and everything. And he doesn't do much live action movies. And I'm excited to see what that Andy Serkis is going to bring to Alfred. I'm really excited for this.
I'm kind of hoping for something kind of like what we got in Batman v Superman and Justice League, that kind of style of Alfred, kind of like the badass, techie kind, instead of like a old, frail, like what we got in
Dark Knight
trilogy and the older Batman movies.
What's his name? There one he actor that played Alfred in Dark Knight is really talented. What's his name? He's a talented actor.
I believe Michael Caine.
Yes, Michael. Yes, good actor.
Did a great job as Alfred, but I feel like we've seen too much of a weak Alfred. Yeah. I'm excited to see more of a badass Alfred. I mean, especially with I forget his name, the actor who's playing him now, Andy Serkis. He looks like a badass.
He looks like a badass. Exactly. He looks crazy.
Holy crap. The attention to detail as well in the new Batman movie is insane. You can really see the toll that it's taking on Bruce Wayne whenever he takes off the cowl. I love that we actually see the Black Panda eyes.
Yes.
That was a great detail, instead of like how in 1992 with Batman Returns, Michael Keaton taking off the cowl and seeing no Black Panda eyes is kind of like, that doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. And then also Catwoman in the movie too. We're getting a Catwoman that looks completely different for the Dark Knight Rises and Hathaway Batman. So I don't know whether they're going forward with this Catwoman, but
right, we did see Catwoman. She's going to be quite interesting in this, I feel. I mean, this has a lot of referencing with the Long Halloween, so it's going to be a really detective heavy story, which I'm really quite glad about, because we have not seen much of a detective Batman except for in the comics.
The only Riddler we had on live action was Jim Carrey, which again, I'm not gonna say nothing bad about him. He's a legend of an actor of all the movies he did. And recently, I don't know if you saw Sonic, but he was so. Have you seen Sonic?
Yes.
He was so
That-
fucking good. He was so good in it. And I love the ending too with his mustache. Oh my god, I can't forget too. Anyways, the last movie we saw was Jim Carrey in 90s Batman's. And who's played the Riddler? Do you know who played Riddler in this Batman?
I don't remember.
No idea.
Uh,
I forgot his name.
uh,
Oh, and also, No More Lies. That's a huge Riddler
Yeah.
first line too. And I'm gonna guess that maybe in this movie, because this is a standalone movie, so it's like the Joker. I don't think there'll be a second Batman for him. I don't think because it's a standalone movie, right? Maybe
do believe they want to do multiple
okay.
multiple movies.
If it works, depends how good it does.
Yeah,
But I'm pretty sure this one's gonna do good because again, this thing. There's so many actors that play Batman. I think Batman is the character that got played by the most actors. I'm pretty sure there's nothing that comes close to Batman. There's like 7, 8 different actors play the same thing. And I think the best one, I think you would agree with me, it was the original Batman from the 60s that you really love. And then Christian Bale. I think Christian Bale gave a powerful performance in The Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises too. I think those two are, for me, personally the best. Michael did a good job too, but I have a special place for Christian Bale. Because Christian Bale, #1, when he does, I forgot the name, but he played I remember he gained like 60, 80 pounds and he was like really big. Like he changed his body for movies. He's a good actor. And I really, really love him. And again, The Dark Knight is my favorite comic book movie of all time. I really, really love that movie. So I'm excited to see Robert Pattinson, which is a good actor. Of course, known for Twilight, which my girlfriend tried to force me to watch, and I still refuse because I don't. I probably will because I want to see what Reminiscent is all about. Because of course, I would see this movie first night opening of the Batman, but
personally, I feel like that I'm personally not going to watch the Twilight movies ever.
I can understand why. I'm gonna point to
even Robert Pattinson says he did not like doing that. So I mean, it's kind of like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he's going to be a great Batman though.
Exactly, from the movie too. And the last thing I want to say is the scene that he beats a guy. I mean, he beat the shit out of him, and then he doesn't say "I am Batman." He says "I am vengeance," which that was, such a good scene. And again, he said 25% of the movie film, and we have a 2 minutes and 25-second trailer. And then I Am Vengeance, that scene got me chills because, I tell you was going to say I Am Batman, but no, I Am Vengeance is like, oh god, all right. They changed the thing right there. So
it's incredible. It's incredible.
I'm excited for everybody's Batman again. And is the Batman movie part of the DCEU? No, huh?
I believe at the moment it's its own.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's its own thing.
Because technically, right now, Ben Affleck is still in the DCU if he's going to be in it. Well, I don't know when the Flash will take time in the in the timeline of the DCU, but if it takes place after Justice League, which I think it would, I have no idea.
I would have to assume it would take place before, like after Justice League, after Aquaman and Shazam, and after all those.
Well, here's the thing, right? So here's one thing, which I'm confused. So Birds of Prey takes place in present day, right?
I believe so.
Okay, well then Harley Quinn is gonna be in a movie that takes place in the 70s, but she's still Harley Quinn. But again, I know it's his own time. I don't think just that Suicide Squad is gonna be part of DCEU or the any timeline, but it's a little bit confusing in that way. Like from 2019 to 1970, it's like what? But
I mean,
again,
I feel like the DCEU is a real mess right now. Just DC movies
but they're making a comeback.
A mess, but I feel like they're going to try to do something with the Flashpoint movie that's going to try to tie them all together as best as it can. I mean, and who knows? We could even see like um the Suicide Squad James Gunn movie is. Who knows? It might be like a prequel to a lot of things that happened in the DCEU.
Exactly.
But we'll just have to see.
And I'm really excited for this. All right, I think this is all we had to say about the DC fandom. There are a lot of stuff happened at that one last weekend. There was so many. Well, not, yeah, last weekend the one, that one, the other one. Um, Again, if you guys are excited for DC fandom, leave me the comments, and like always, I'll drop Matthew Instagram in the description. And we're gonna record. We'll record 2 episodes, one for this week and one for next week. So I'll release this episode tomorrow on Monday, and I'll release the second episode next Monday. So in a week, or in the 8 days from today, and then we'll see. If you guys want to see more Nerd Talk, let me know. I enjoyed those 2 videos, really nice to see. And again, I need content much everyone else, so this is all you get for now because I tried to come content. And don't forget, my new song is now streaming. Please go listen to it. I worked my ass off it, and don't forget, third album is coming in 29th of March on my birthday. Me and Bad Boy are really working hard right now. Even though we're in the quarantine, but we're still trying to work as hard. Again, if you want to smash me on Instagram, he does nice copies and everything. Link in the description to Instagram. That's all we have to say. Thank you so much. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And talk to you guys later. Bye.